PokeMoshPit, what's happening? NBZ here, bringing you a game against Salvydude625. As you can see, his team is very standard edition. I am using a Granbull. I think that that's enough to be said, so let's just jump into it. Okay, so I'm going to lead off with a Mulga, and he's going to lead off with Deoxys. So Deoxys itself is usually going to set up Stealth Rock, or Taunt, or Dual Screen, or it could just be a Life Orb variant. So I'm thinking he's probably going to set up screens or something, so I'm going to stay in and go for the Encore. Derp! He goes for the Ice Beam and he's a Life Orb variant, so I'm like, great, my Emolga is dead. What? I live on 5. I live on 5 from a Life Orb Deoxys Speed Ice Beam, which is pretty incredible, I have to say. I think that's a bit of HP investment I've got in there, so that kind of saved my ass. So I'm going to Encore him, and I do have an appropriate switch in for an Ice Beam, which is Fizzgo. So I'm going to go to Cobalion, and at this point it's a really good position for me because he's Encored into Ice Beam. I can either set up a free substitute on him and know that he won't break it, or I can go for the Thunder Wave, either paralysing him or paralysing the switch in, whereafter I can substitute and therefore, you know, take advantage of whatever he brings in. But in comes Zapdos, and I know that I probably won't be able to take advantage of him. I'm a Thunder Wave substitute Iron Head set with a Secret Sword as well, so both my stabs can't hit Zapdos at all, so I'm going to have to switch out. And I'm going to go to Granbull, because I am a choice banded Granbull, and I know that I can take a hit, whether it be a Heat Wave or a Thunderbolt. I know I can take either one, and dependent on the Zapdos set, I can either one-shot him or two-shot him with an Ice Punch. So I come in and I take the Heat Wave not very well, and I see that he's Life Orb, so at this point I'm thinking, well, you know, Life Orb, he must not have many defensive investment, therefore Ice Punch with Choice Band should kill him, and it does, and I kill a Zapdos with Granbull. Granbull freaking doing work here today. So yeah, Choice Band and Granbull, someone suggested that to me on Facebook, I think, so great, it's really worked out well in this situation. So in comes Porygon 2, and he's going to intimidate me because of Trace. Obviously I don't want to stay in, and I don't know what he wants to do. He could go for a Thunder Wave, he could Toxic me, or he could just plain out attack. In all three of those situations, the best thing to go to is Emolga, just as death fodder to see what he wants to do, because I don't want to risk anything else. So now I'm going to go out to Fizzgo, try and set up a sub on him, and perhaps, you know, go for a Secret Sword or something after the fact, if he wants to keep Thunderbolting me away. But he turns out to set up a Trick Room, and that is not good for me. I mean, I really don't have anything slow enough to take advantage of Trick Room. I have a Cloyster, but that's a Shell Smash set, so it's really not going to be good at all for me in this situation of stuff and thing. But I'm going to go for the Secret Sword, and I'm going to get a crit here. Now, that crit, I guess, mattered. In the long run, it doesn't make too much of a difference. He's going to Thunderbolt me here, and I'm going to kill him off with a second one. But I think it would be in a 2-hit KO anyway, so I think the situation would have turned out in the same situation anyway in the end, kind of thing, if you know what I'm saying. But I don't know. He may well have lived with a smidgen, and it could have mattered. But them's the breaks, that's what happens. But it does allow him to utilize Trick Room for a longer time with his Machamp, so it kind of is beneficial for him in that way. So first of all, I'm going to go into Granbull for the Intimidate, just so that my defensive Carudio can come in and take these Dynamic Punches a lot better. So I'm just going to use Granbull as Death Fodder. He's going to crit me a Dynamic Punch, about as useful as a crit on, I don't know, a freaking Dunsparce in the rain from Kyogre, something like that. So in comes Carudio, and thanks to the Intimidate, it's going to take Dynamic Punch really nicely. It's looking like a 4-hit KO after lefties, so unfortunately I do hit myself in Confusion, so that's going to, you know, change things a little bit. But hopefully if I can break out of Confusion, Scald him, burn him, and you know, now Trick Room's ended, I'll have the advantage because I'm faster. So I'm going to go for that, Scald him, and I think I'm going to get the burn first time here. Yes, I do, but he has a Lumberry, so that just freaking takes all the heat off. Really, that was annoying. So I'm thinking, okay, well, at least I'm going to be able to 2-hit KO him from this point. As long as I don't hit myself in Confusion twice in a row, it's going to be a 2-hit KO at this point, and you know, Scald can take him out. So I'm going to go for another one, and kind of hope for the burn again, though I'm not expecting it. And for some reason, I get it again. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I never ever get Scald burns, and somehow I'm getting 2 in a row here, so crazy shit's going on. And you know, thanks to that burn, I'm going to be able to take even more Dynamic Punches, which is crazy. I mean, this Carudio thing is supposed to be, be, you know, a special attacker, and it's not supposed to be a wall, but this walling set has been working out really nicely for me, so my little Tony doing work. Perhaps the greatest nickname of all time ever, so there we go. Sixshaw's going to take him out, and in comes Deoxys. Now, I have a feeling he's going to overpredict here. I'm not sure why he goes for the Shadow Ball, though, because, you know, even if I'd switched in Cobalion to take the Psycho Boost, then it still would have done a lot, and I think another move would have been better than Shadow Ball, but I guess that's his choice, and he decided to go for the Shadow Ball, so he does overpredict there, and I do manage to live it nicely. Shadow Ball isn't going to do a lot to me, even with the Life Orb, but at this point, Life Orb recoil is going to take him out from that range, which is really nice, because Deoxys would have been a pain in the ass to take out otherwise. I mean, I could have gone to Cobalion and T-Waved it, but there was really nothing else I could do to it, so great to see that thing out of the way. But now things are looking kind of sour. He has Infernape, and I'm not sure what sort of set he is, but that nickname pretty much tells me that this is the Infernape from Wild Chase's OU database, and it is the Choice Banded set. So I'm thinking, crap, I've got a Cloyster left, and I have a Chinchilla left. Okay, so Cloyster is level 92, because I'm an idiot, and it's level 92, and I didn't change it on Salv, so I'm freaking stupid. But I know I can live a Mach Punch, I know I can kill him with the Razor Shell, so this is perfect. Get rid of Infernape, and he lives because I'm level 92. I can't believe it. Because of that Miss Sav, he's level 92 and he lives. So I'm like, well, fuck. I have a Chinchilla left. That's gonna easily die to a Choice Band Mach Punch, and he's gonna beat me, and he's gonna take the game. So that is unfortunate, but he will take the game there. Chinchilla is gonna die from a Choice Banded. What? 34 HP? Chinchilla, what is wrong with you? What happened? I didn't know that you were a defensive monster and you could take a stab Choice Banded Mach Punch from a Infernape? What? In comes Volcarona, and this is unbelievable because I have Rock Blast and it does not miss. It hits. I'm faster than Volcarona and it dies. So somehow I managed to pull that out my ass with 3 things left weak to a stab Mach Punch from a Choice Banded Infernape. Granted, he was jolly, not adamant, but that's going to bring his downfall. So I cannot believe that I managed to pull that out. That was one of the most interesting games I've had in a while. Definitely great to use some strange stuff like Choice Banded Gramble, Physical Wall, Carudio. My Little Tony did work there. Frickin' My Little Tony. And that is going to be it, I guess. If you want to check me out, my own channel link description will be in the description. I can't say that enough. And if you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. It helps it get noticed and all that beneficial stuff. So yep, sub to MoshPit if you haven't already, and I'm gonna say sayonara because I have gone on too long today. Okay, see you guys later. Peace.